Thought one we could do like a room raiders type thing. Just like plant a bunch of things like in people's room and then have like I don't know, put a bunch of like gangster shit in one and then have it at the end we have it like, alright, these are 3 people or whose room is which, you know? And that'd be like the businessman looking guy, like have the gangster like pothead room.
This is a sleeping person at the mall, almost snoring and drooling. Doesn't that suck? He's gotta wait on his wife. Wow.
Good, Brad. We're at the Houston Mall today talking about stereotyping. You mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Oh, that's fine.
What would you say the biggest stereotype is in today's society?
I believe gangsters. I believe that people that dress like gangsters are more likely to get into gang fights.
Actually, there was just a gang fight.
There was in icing. A gang member got jumped by a bunch of other gang members. There was a knife pulled, clothes came off, and I was frightened. But yeah.
All right, we'll investigate that. See if it's a true stereotype. Thank you for your time.
All right, what would you, ma'am, define stereotyping?
Okay, no, I can't do this.
Just look in the camera.
Judging people by like the way they look or how they dress.
How would you stereotype Ashley?
You're supposed to be from a book.
Yeah. How would you stereotype her? What do you think of her?
You can say whatever you want. You're not gonna hurt my feelings.
Pretty, but like, is that like a stereotype?
I don't know.
Do you think she's dumb because she's pretty? Like pretty girls are like ditzy, you know?
No, she's smart.
You think she looks skanky? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I don't know. No idea.
What do you?
All right.
What's a major stereotype in the United States? Do you think?
Stereotype, you like?
What sets people back the most because of the way they are? I don't know. Like women in the workforce are discriminated against because they get paid less. What do you think?
I think that sucks.
Yeah, it definitely does, but it's life.
I work in a dental office, and the associate that is there went to high school or college for 4 years. I've been in the dental field for 16 and a half. I could do his work, but he gets paid 10 times more than me.
What's your opinion on stereotyping?
You know, I try to teach my girls not to, but I'm guilty of it. I'm a racist. I have black friends and stuff, but if my daughter ever dates one, I will kill her.
But do you think sometimes it's necessary to stereotype to keep people safe?
Yes, but also sometimes it goes overboard. Like in my case, you know, my girls were from a small town where they don't go to school with black people, so when I bring them to Bloomington, it's like culture shock. And I'm doing this, you know. They're walking past and I'm grabbing her in. And so yeah, it's over-exaggerated at times, and I'm guilty of it myself. But it's not going to change me. Because you never know.
Perfect. Awesome.
Somebody by how they look, like putting them in a group. You know, like what they wear or how their hair's done or something like that. Like emos, your thing. You want to do that? Okay. Are you filming? All right, we have 2 gentlemen here. You're going to tell us what they think stereotyping is. What do you guys define it as?
I think stereotyping is stupid. Like, you don't know what that person is or might be. You probably like...
It might be somebody nice. You don't actually know.
And one day you never know. You probably be talking about it. And one day you might need some money or some change or something from it. But you're not talking about it or whatever.
Yeah, you might need them to cover your back. What do you think?
Like it's somebody on the team or something, and you put them down or whatever, then they end up making the team again and you don't, and you just put them down because they probably can't play good or whatever, and you just tell them like you weak or you can't play ball.
Yeah.
Or somebody don't dress up, do their hair, or and must have got a lot of money like they do, they put them down.
Maybe they just didn't care that day.
You ugly, and I look better than I got a lot of girls and I got a lot of boyfriends. That ain't cool.
No. What do you think a major stereotype is? Like, when people go out into the job world and are trying to get jobs, and people stereotype them like partiers or whatever, so they don't want to give them a job. What do you think a
Like
major
how they
is?
probably look or whatever.
Yeah.
If they come in there like dressed like this or whatever, or dressed like this.
Probably how they be dressing, or sometimes not like how they be dressed, but sometimes people be thinking different in their head, but they don't really know.
Yeah.
Like, I could say he like look like a bum, but he probably wanted to look like a bum today on purpose or something.
Just be comfy.
Yeah.
Do you think that affects like a lot of people's lifestyles? Like,
Most of the time.
alrighty, thank you.
Are you guilty of stereotyping people in everyday life?
Stereotyping people. I think if I see a guy with a turban on his head, I get scared because I think he's gonna blow me up.
Really? Thank you.
All right, Katie. What do you think about stereotyping people? What about you, huh?
I got a great one.
What do you got, Luke? Let's
What do
hear
I
it.
got? I think it's wrong and hilariously accurate.
What do you think's a major stereotype?
Oh, geez, you don't want to get me started.
Oh, I do though, Luke.
Pretty calm guy.
Katie, how would you define
worse than him.
stereotyping? Don't know? All right.
Hilarious.
Excellent.
We made it
Hold on.
mainstream.
You taping it yet? We're the electrician.
In the dark and I'm seeing my breath, trying to make it home without freezing to death. And my grandfather's face is stuck in my mind, and how seeing him tonight's gonna be the last time. I should have brought a jacket, blowing in my hands like it's really gonna stop and chill. I buy a cup of coffee with a $5 bill, thinking laying in that box people look so still. At times like these you start thinking, your first breath in and the clock starts ticking. I'm not trying to bum anyone out, not trying to be dramatic, just thinking out loud. I'm just trying to make some sense in my mind, some defense from the cold that I'm feeling outside, and for a minute, escape with some rhythm and rhyme and get away from the gray just a bit at a time.
Yeah, kinda funny how this world can treat you like a freak in a sideshow, a carnival creature climbing out of cans. I'm a diamond in the sand, but you can't tell the difference on a beach full of rhinestones. My life's like trying to swallow a pine cone. It's tough when you live fast just to die slow. Talk to Dow tones, my dreams are far-fetched it seems, so I sleep underneath this park bench. I know it don't make sense, and I don't expect for you to know what it's like. Smoke, drink, piss, sniffing everything in my sight. Push rocks in a pipe, lift off, I keep puffing till my lips turn white and my chest gets tight. But who the fuck really cares when you're so far left that even death looks right? All I can do is hope for the best and pray that it gets a little better than yesterday.
These days are dark and the nights are cold. People acting like they lost their soul. And everywhere I go I see another person like me, trying to make it all feel like home. These days are dark and the nights are cold. People acting like they lost their soul. And everywhere I go I see another person like me, trying to make it all feel like home.
Yo, part of me, I think I'm next to Earl. Too many problems going on, that's why I left my girl. Packed my bags and I traveled with a pen on my notepad. Pissed that I was broken, all the things that I don't have. But still, I tried to find a way to escape from all the hate planted in my head, which led to mistakes. But now I'm breaking the mold. See, I was patient and calm. Many sleep in the rain, but I'm awake in the storm. Writing my life in a short film, the rise and fall. How I managed to scorch hills and climb the wall. Pound pavement, aimless in this cold existence. Even though things are changing, I'm going the distance. Overcoming the doubt that had control for so long. I put it all behind me, cause life still goes on. Now I'm much stronger and know where I stand, while lost souls search over and over again.
These days are dark and the nights are cold. People acting like they lost their soul. And everybody's trying not to cry, trying to get by and trying not to feel out of control. And if you look hard enough, sometimes you'll find a place that might just remind you of home. But if it doesn't feel like home, you can do what I do. Just pretend you don't feel so alone.